Hey RC enthusiast, just wanted to show you latest developments here on my RC that I scratch built. So I call Nimbus, and I found this HPI Crawler King or Wheelie King or whatever it is. This is a Bronco body by HPI, and I found it pre-painted, ready to go on eBay for like 30 bucks shipped. You can't even buy the paint for 30 bucks shipped, so it was a no-brainer. And unfortunately it has a short wheelbase, so I had to adjust my links again some more and put slightly shorter ones in the front and much shorter ones in the back. But what really amazed me is because the shell ships with holes for the antenna and for the body posts already in it. So it's already got holes in it. By a bizarre coincidence, the exact place I chose to mount my other body and make brackets and have screws and everything is exactly where the holes are in the front. And that also just happened to line the front wheels up pretty nice. And then in the back, I just had to shorten the wheelbase a little bit in the back, and I fabricated a polycarbonate, Lexan bracket. Looks like a little wing, and it's wedged between the aluminum parts. It's bolted to the aluminum part, but then it's right up on the carbon fiber part of the frame, so it can't pivot or rotate or anything. And it'll have a little bit of flex to it, and it's been glued together with the equivalent of Weldon 26, which is like a thickened acrylic cement that works on polycarbonate. And so I've just been fiddling around, getting that all set up, and I got my little body posts on here. Right? And I've noticed that gives me a lot of room inside for an interior. So if I want to either build an interior or buy an interior, like a wraith, axial wraith interior, and put it inside, or a Killer Bodies short course interior and put that inside, there's room. Also a weird coincidence, the metal plate that I made to protect my servo horn and servo goes slap up against the front of the shell. I mean, right up on it perfectly. Doesn't push it out. There's no space in between it. That is a wild coincidence. Just nuts. Anyway, the way the flex works, just to give you, I don't want to drop the thing off the banister here, but the way the flex works is okay when this is the wheel totally flexed up to one side. As you can see, it fits perfectly in the wheel well, just starts to touch it, okay? And it's the same here, but when this is totally up in it, it fits right up in the wheel well and just starts to touch it. I may want to trim the front because I don't really want to jack the body up anymore, so I might end up doing some trimming to the wheel well or trimming to the front. I'll just have to see how many times that actually gets to that position and starts rubbing. And if it's pretty often, if it's always rubbing it all the time, then that could be a problem. The nice thing about rubbing that way is the tires are rotating this way, so it'll be rubbing out, not trying to suck it in, which is cool. Things like that in the back, when it touches in the back, it kind of wants to fold the whole body up into the tire, which can be bad. One problems I have with it are that it's a little high. The body has to be mounted a little high. Now I could lower the body a lot more by just getting rid of these tasty black fender flares and just cutting those babies right out altogether and enlarging the wheel wells, and then I could drop the body a good ½ inch. And I have that option because I just want to show you how much space there is on the body post. I think you can see it's quite a bit of space on the body post. I've got a good almost an inch in the back, and I probably got very close to the same amount in the front, very close to an inch in the front. So if it behooves me and I want to, and it seems like the thing to do, I can just drop the body. But for now, I'm just so impressed that I got it to fit as easily as I did. I mean, I made one bracket. And I twisted a couple body posts on some screws and I'm done. Can't be any easier than that. But it's kind of a neat looking shell. It's you know, I think this is at least as realistic as anything Axial puts out. I mean, it looks, you know, as good as a deadbolt or something. Just looks a little odd, of course, on this chassis because this is a, turn this thing upside down so you can see, fiberglass. I mean, it's a carbon fiber plate chassis, which I designed and cut out. And it's got a custom milled Delrin skid, and then it has aluminum pans for the battery and to protect the motor and just generally keep slop from coming out. And of course, here comes Vivi. She's going to want to knock everything over. It's her mode of operation. See if she can tip stuff off the banister. Yep. Oh, Venus the cat is loving the porch life. This is her new spot to hang out now that this is my RC garage. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and stay tuned for a little action on this. I got to get a light bar on it and do a few other things, and it'll be ready to roll.